The Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the most famous buildings in the world. Known for its unintended tilt, it has fascinated people for centuries. This iconic structure stands proudly in Pisa, Italy. Tourists flock to see its unique slant. But there's more to this tower than meets the eye. Its history is rich and complex. We'll explore why it leans and how engineers have tried to save it. So let's embark on this journey to understand one of the world's most unique structures. The history of the Leaning Tower of Pisa is as fascinating as its tilt. Construction began in 1173. The tower was part of a grand cathedral complex. The project was funded by the wealth of Pisa's maritime republic. The goal was to create a magnificent bell tower. The architect behind the design was Bernardo Pisano. However, some believe Diotis Alvi started the project. The true identity of the original architect remains a mystery. The construction was not a straightforward process. It spanned nearly 200 years, interrupted by wars and financial troubles. The tower was finally completed in 1372. By then, the tilt had become a defining feature. Throughout its history, the tower has survived many threats. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is not just a monument, it's a survivor. The construction of the Leaning Tower of Pisa began with grand ambitions, a project that was meant to showcase the city's architectural prowess. It was intended to be a freestanding bell tower for the adjacent cathedral, a structure that would stand tall and proud. The design was typical of the Romanesque style, characterized by its robust and sturdy appearance. The tower was to be a symbol of Pisa's power and wealth, a testament to the city's influence during the medieval period. The first phase of construction saw the completion of the base and the first few floors, laying the groundwork for what was to come. It was during this time that the infamous tilt began to appear, a problem that would plague the tower for centuries. The soft ground beneath the tower was unable to support its weight, leading to the initial lean. This caused the foundation to settle unevenly, creating a significant engineering challenge. Builders attempted to compensate by adjusting the upper floors, a strategy that only partially mitigated the problem. The initial construction phase lasted for about 5 years, a period marked by both progress and setbacks. Work was then halted due to military conflicts, which diverted resources and attention away from the project. When construction resumed, attempts were made to counteract the lean, but the challenge remained daunting. Despite these challenges, the tower's construction continued, driven by the determination and ingenuity of its builders. The Leaning Tower of Pisa leans due to a combination of factors. The primary reason is the soft soil on which it was built. Pisa is situated in a river delta, with a mix of clay, sand, and shells. This soil is not ideal for supporting heavy structures. The tower's foundation is only about 3 meters deep. This shallow foundation could not adequately distribute the weight of the tower. As the structure rose, the soil began to settle unevenly. This caused the tower to tilt to one side. Another contributing factor is the water table beneath the tower. The fluctuating water levels affect the soil's stability. Despite attempts to correct the lean, the problem persisted. Section 5. Soil composition and foundation issues. The soil composition under the Leaning Tower of Pisa is a significant factor in its famous tilt. The ground beneath the tower consists of several distinct layers. The top layer is a mix of clay and sand, which provides a relatively weak foundation. Below this top layer is a layer of marine clay, which is very unstable and prone to shifting. These unstable layers rest on a base of denser sand and shells, which are more stable. The marine clay layer is highly compressible, meaning it can change its volume significantly. This means it can compact significantly under pressure, leading to uneven settling. When the tower was built, the immense weight caused the clay to compress unevenly. This uneven compression led to the tower's iconic tilt, which has become a symbol of architectural challenges. The shallow foundation, only 3 meters deep, could not reach the more stable sand and shell layers below. The water table also plays a crucial role in the soil's behavior and stability. During wet periods, the soil can become saturated with water and lose its strength, exacerbating the tilt. In dry periods, the soil compacts further, which can also affect the stability of the structure. Section 6. Early attempts to correct the lean. Early attempts to correct the lean of the Leaning Tower of Pisa were met with mixed results. The builders faced numerous challenges as they tried to address the unexpected tilt. Builders first noticed the tilt during the construction of the third floor. This was a significant moment, as it became clear that the foundation was unstable. Their initial response was to build the upper floors with one side taller. This was a creative solution aimed at counterbalancing the tilt and preventing further leaning. This was an attempt to counterbalance the tilt. However, the uneven construction added complexity to the building process. These efforts were only partially successful. The tilt continued, albeit at a slower rate. They did not stop the tower from leaning, but they did slow the process. This gave future generations more time to devise new solutions. Over the centuries, other attempts were made to stabilize the tower. Each generation brought new ideas and techniques to the table. In the 19th century, engineers drilled holes into the foundation. This was a more scientific approach compared to earlier methods. They hoped to inject grout to strengthen the base. The idea was to solidify the ground beneath the tower. This method had limited success. While it did add some stability, it was not a complete solution. The grout did add some stability, but it was not enough to stop the tilt. The tower continued to lean, albeit more slowly. Despite these setbacks, efforts to stabilize the tower continued. Modern engineers still study these early attempts to learn from past mistakes and successes. Section 7. Modern engineering solutions. Modern engineering solutions have been more successful in stabilizing the Leaning Tower of Pisa. In the late 20th century, a comprehensive stabilization project was launched. This project combined advanced engineering techniques with a deep understanding of the soil composition. One of the key methods used was soil extraction. Engineers removed small amounts of soil from beneath the tower's higher side. This allowed the structure to settle back slightly. The process was slow and carefully monitored. It successfully reduced the tilt by about 17 inches. Another technique involved the installation of counterweights. These weights were placed on the tower's lower side. They helped to balance the structure and prevent further tilting. Thanks to modern engineering, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is more stable than ever. Section 8. The tower's architectural design. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a masterpiece of Romanesque architecture. Its design includes 8 stories, including the chamber for the 7 bells. The exterior is adorned with arches and columns. The tower's white and grey marble gives it a striking appearance. The base of the tower is circular, with a diameter of about 15.5 meters. Each floor has a series of arches that encircle the structure. These arches are supported by columns with intricate capitals. The bell chamber at the top houses 7 bells, each tuned to a musical scale. Despite its tilt, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is a marvel of symmetry and proportion. The architectural design reflects the skills and artistry of its builders. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is full of interesting facts. For one, it was never intended to lean. The tilt is an accidental result of poor foundation planning. Despite this, the lean has become its most famous feature. Another fascinating fact is that the tower has survived 4 major earthquakes. The soft soil that caused the tilt also helped absorb the seismic shocks. This unique combination of factors has contributed to the tower's longevity. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is also known for its role in scientific experiments. Legend has it that Galileo Galilei dropped 2 spheres of different masses from the tower. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is considered one of the 7 wonders of the medieval world. This list includes remarkable structures from the Middle Ages. The tower earned its place due to its unique tilt and architectural beauty. The 7 wonders of the medieval world were chosen for their historical and cultural significance. The Leaning Tower of Pisa stands alongside other wonders like the Great Wall of China and the Hagia Sophia. Each of these structures represents the pinnacle of human achievement during that era. The inclusion of the Leaning Tower of Pisa in this list highlights its importance. It's not just the tilt that makes it special. The tower's design, history, and the challenges it has faced all contribute to its status. The Leaning Tower of Pisa holds immense cultural and historical significance. It is a symbol of Italian heritage and pride. The tower is part of the Piazza dei Miracoli, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This piazza includes the cathedral, baptistry, and cemetery, all of which are architectural masterpieces. The tower's unique tilt has made it a global icon. It attracts millions of tourists each year. Visitors from around the world come to marvel at its unusual slant. The tower has also inspired countless works of art, literature, and film. Its image is instantly recognizable. Historically, the Leaning Tower of Pisa represents the achievements of the medieval period. It showcases the engineering and architectural skills of the time. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a structural wonder. Its history, architectural design, and unique tilt make it one of the most fascinating buildings in the world. From its beginnings in the 12th century to the modern engineering efforts to stabilize it, the tower's story is one of ingenuity and perseverance. Despite numerous challenges, the tower has stood the test of time. It has survived wars, earthquakes, and the ravages of nature. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a testament to human creativity and resilience. It's a symbol of human ingenuity, a piece of history, and a cultural icon. Its story is a reminder that even our flaws can become our greatest strengths.